between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Jets. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hall again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Play action. It's Wilson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Jets at 8-1 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. That one taken in by T. Higgins. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Throwing left sideline complete. That's Wilson.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Right there, hurt.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
93.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. From the 30 on 2nd down. Carr. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Returning it is Moore.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Jets will take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 14-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
This defense for the Jets, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr.
He'll give this underneath to Jacobs.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing now is Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they get...
And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Ford.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen. And this
will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Adams, the man in motion right. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Zimmerman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Carr now on 1st down. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller, 33 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Wilson.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action with Wilson.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Again, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the 1st half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He's got a man complete.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
71 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And it's caught. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Elijah Moore now bringing it out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this one's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Okay, Frank.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr take him down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jetsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he'll just get rid of it.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
In motion, the tight end. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr flushed out right. And it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Wilson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
93. 6-18.
Here's Carr to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Throwing his Carr on third down. This is Smith with a grab.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
On first down, Carr.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On second and inches, Wilson.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw once more on second and 10. Wilson throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right.
He finds Wilson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
61. That's fine.
They'll run with Hall.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
One more time with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. In motion comes the tight end left. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. Down inside the 10.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Carr now to throw. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
To throw, it's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Raiders get a bit closer.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 31, Carr. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, 7:34. 6:37.
Now Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Ashton Davis. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
From the 41, Wilson. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it at the 15. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Give to Hall running right. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 76 yards on the ground for him so far. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd and 1. Wilson rolling to his left. And a quick throw here that's complete. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Oh, how about this ball down near the goal line? And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. Touchdown, Jets. Hollywood, Marquise Brown from 4 yards out. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Carr now on 1st down. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Carr. Flush to his right. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Hey, 734.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They'll go again with Hall.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And when you break...
Sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up. Just let